Hello and welcome to the part 2 of our geometric construction tutorials. In today's video, we want to talk about how to construct triangles and quadrilaterals. Before we begin, if you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe below and turn on the notification button so that you do not miss any of our latest tutorials. So without further ado, let's begin. So we want to look at how to construct triangles and quadrilaterals. So to begin with the tutorial, we need to get our constructing tools ready. So I'm just quickly going to pull out my long rule, my protractor, and my compass. Some of you may need set square and the triangles that we have over here, but in this tutorial we don't really need it, so I'll be taking that off. And with these three tools and our pencil and our eraser, we are good to go. So let me place these guys here, and let's first of all start with the construction of the triangles that we have over here. So I have a construct triangle ABC such that the length of AB is 6 centimeters, the length of BC is 5 centimeters, and the length of AC is 4 centimeters. So how do we construct these triangles using this information that we've been given? So first of all, we want to begin by taking our rule. So this is our rule. We bring it to wherever you want to start your construction, usually at the center of your exercise book. So I will bring mine over here and I will extend the long rule a little bit. I'll be using let me use blue for the construction. So with that, I draw a straight line. It doesn't matter how long the line is, I draw a straight line, and then from there I use my pencil. Then let me say from this point, okay, I'm using this point as my starting point, so this becomes my point A. So with that, I place the rule back again, but making sure this time around my zero mark is on the dot that I made and labeled A. So my zero mark is there, and then I find, using my pencil, the length AB is supposed to be 6, so I mark where the 6 is going to be on the line over here. So somewhere here, okay, so it's somewhere here. All right, so somewhere there. All right, so that is that. So let me use my pencil to label this guy B. So this is 6 centimeters. So we are to have the length of BC is 5 centimeters. So what we do is that, because we don't have any angle and we're only given the length of BC to be 5 centimeters, we take our compass, okay, make sure the tip of the compass is on the zero mark over here, and then we open the compass to the length of BC given in the question. So in this question we have the length BC is 5, so I bring my compass and make sure the tip of the pencil is exactly on the 5 mark, as you can see over here. So that is my 5. So I've taken the length 5 centimeters using the compass on my rule. So without moving or changing the length of the compass, I take that length and I put the tip of my compass on the point A, okay, over here. Sorry, it's supposed to be BC, so I place it on B, okay, exactly on B over here. Then I make an arc at the top over here. Yeah, so that is my arc. Okay, so let me make this a little bit bolder. Okay, so I have over here AC is supposed to be 4 centimeters. So I take my rule again, and with my compass again, okay, I make sure this guy is in line over here. Then I now take the 4 centimeters on my rule. So I make sure the tip of the compass is on the 0 mark. Okay, and then this is supposed to be like this. So yes, the tip of my compass is on the 0 mark, and I reduce the length of the compass to 4 centimeters over here. So I can now remove my rule, and then I'll move this guy. Okay, I'll move this guy over here. So I have here this, then I shift it somewhere around here. Thank God it's going to cut. So I now draw a line over here. Okay, so that does that. So with the help of the rule, let me reduce the length. I can now join the two lines, okay, to cut the intersection over here to have the length BC and AC. So let's do that. So I bring my rule a little bit, I align it, make sure, yeah, it passes through this side over here. Yeah, so I take my pencil and I draw the line to join the two sides, and I realign my rule so that I can join the other side as well. So I do that as well. This is the point, and yeah, some point here. Alright, so I now draw my line. Oops, sorry. Okay, and voila. So this is our triangle. So we just need to label the line. So this is line this is C, point C. So this is AC, which is 4 centimeters, and this guy is what, 5 centimeters. So this is how you construct a triangle, and yeah, that is what we have over here. So let me quickly erase this guy, and we can continue. So let me erase everything here, so that we try another example. But this time around I'm going to make it a little bit bigger so that you guys can see. I personally didn't like the first example that I did. The line was too small and everything was too small. Okay, so this time around I'm going to make my rule a little bit longer. Let me make sure this is well aligned. Yeah, okay, so I have it over here. Let me increase the length of my pencil, which you can do. So so I'm using green for this example. So I draw a straight line. Okay, so I draw my straight line, and with the help of my pencil I tick mark this guy, this point over here, as A. So I take my long rule, I make sure my zero mark is on the point over here. Okay, and the length AB is supposed to be 5 centimeters. So with the help of the pencil I mark here, okay, which is the length 5. Okay, so I remove my long rule, and with the help of the pencil I write over here B. So this becomes my length 5 centimeters. Okay, that is pretty small, but how to do, you know what, why not make changes? I mean, yeah, so let's make the length over here something like 10 centimeters, and let's make BC over here is something like 7 centimeters, and let's see what we are going to get. So let me quickly erase everything here so that we do that. I want the diagram to be big enough uh, for us to see. So my long rule again, okay, I line over here, I extend the rule, I make sure I take my pencil and I draw a straight line and realign this. Alright, so I'm using the point over here as A, so I make sure my rule is here, the 0 mark is on the dot over here, and then with the help of the pencil I can trace 10 is somewhere here, so I mark that area, I remove my rule, and then I can write over here B, and then this is what 10 centimeters. Alright, so we have angle BAC to be 45 degrees. Okay, so we can still maintain that. So we take our compass, okay, we make sure the tip of our compass is on point E over here. Okay, then we can reduce the length of the compass to any length that we want. Okay, mine is here, so it's okay. So with that I can draw an arc, a semicircle, okay, cutting both edges. Now mind you, when you're doing this, make sure the baseline over here cuts the semicircle, or the semicircle touches both sides of the line, so that you can be able to bisect equally. But in this case it doesn't really matter, so all I have to do is to make sure I maintain the same length of the compass. Okay, so the tip of the compass is at the edge over here, okay, on this dots where the semicircle cut the baseline over here. Okay, without changing the length of the compass, I move it up here a little bit, then I draw an arc. Okay, so that is what angle 60 degrees. So I need to, since we want 45, I need to bisect this guy again, so I do that. Okay, I do that again, and I know from here to here is 120, and this is 60, this is also 60. So if I bisect the angle 60 over here, I get 90, so I will do that. So with the tip of the compass still over here, I open the compass more than half the length of the arc over here. Okay, then I can now draw an arc. Okay, you can see I clearly reduced the size of the compass more than it was a while ago. So I now draw an arc. Okay, so I move the compass over here, make sure the tip is on this dot over here, and then I draw an arc. Okay, that's great. Yeah, so I can now remove my compass. Okay, so with the help of long rule, because we do not want an angle 90, we are just using this as a guide to construct angle 45. We are going to align this, okay, and instead of using actual lines, we are going to use dots, which signify that we are not actually constructing angle 90, but we just need it to construct the angle that we will be required to do the construction. Alright, so with that I can now move this guy, okay, and then from here we can now bisect this angle, which is 90, to now get a 45 that we need for the work. So I bring the compass, okay, make sure the tip of the compass is on where this dotted lines cuts the semicircle over here, and then I open the compass more than half the length of this arc over here, something like this. It's okay, that is more than half. Okay, so I can now draw an arc. Then I send the compass, I bring the tip of the compass to the end over here. Okay, so I do that and I now draw another arc. Okay, so with that I can now use my long rule, okay, to connect these 2 points to now have my angle 45 degrees. Alright, so I'm going to make this a little bit long since I don't know. Alright, so this is my 45 degrees. Yes, just to cross check, let's measure and see if this is actually 45. So we place the protractor on this, the baseline over here, making sure that everything is aligned, and then I use my edge over here, okay, to measure this, and I realize that I have 44.2, which is not bad. Okay, so this is our angle 45 degrees. So let me write that over here, 45 degrees. All right, now from the modified question we are saying that line BC should be what, 7 centimeters. So what we have to do is to take our long rule, okay, align it very well. Then we take our compass, make sure the tip of our compass is on the 0 mark over here. Okay, then we take the length 7 centimeters on the rule. Okay, we take that. Now from the look of things, let's modify this again. Let's make it 9. Okay, so from here let's make it 9 centimeters. So yes, so we are now taking the length 9 centimeters. So we take that, then we remove this, we bring our compass over here, and we place the tip of the compass. Yeah, so we now send this to the top a little, okay, and then we can now construct an arc or make an arc, making sure it cuts the line over here. Then from here we can now use our rule to connect these lines. Alright, so I have over here. Alright, so let me join the line now. So I now join these 2 lines, and voila, that is how we construct an angle. Sorry, that is this is now BC. So the top over here is my C, and then this is my line 45 degrees, and then this side is now the 9 centimeters that I have. Right, so yeah, this is how we construct triangles. Now let's look at how to construct a rectangle. Right, so let's now look at how to construct the rectangle that we have over here. So let me quickly erase this guy. All right. So let's now look at how to construct a quadrilateral, which in this case is a rectangle. So we have here, construct a rectangle ABCD, where the length of AB is 7 centimeters and then BC is 4 centimeters. Now we know that a rectangle has both its lengths being equal, the same as both of its breadth being equal. So what it means is that the length AB here, okay, opposite that, okay, there's a parallel line which is also 7 centimeters, and then BC also has opposite it a parallel line which is also what, 4 centimeters. So let's look at that. So we want to first of all construct our, all right, so let's draw our baseline. So this is our baseline. Okay, so I'm going to mark the point here, somewhere here, as my point A. Okay, so to get my point B, I need to just bring the rule here, make sure my 0 is on point A over here, and then I take the length 7 centimeters. So with the help of my pencil, I mark the 7 centimeter mark on the rule, on the line, and then I remove my long rule and I label this side as B, so I can now write over here 7 centimeters. All right, so now since this is my 7 centimeter mark, it means I need to have another 7 centimeters at the top, which is exactly parallel to this guy. And I was also given that BC is 4 centimeters. Now 4 centimeters, I don't know how to do that, because I can just take 4 centimeters and mark an arc over here and mark an arc. It won't work. So this is how I will approach this question. I will take my compass. Since I know angle 90 will be perpendicular, okay, will be perpendicular to this horizontal baseline I have over here, that will make it like a straight line. So I can use that and I can now measure 4 on it, which means I need to construct angle 90 degrees. So I take my compass, I place the tip of the compass on point A over here. Let me make sure that is that. Okay, it's still moving. Yeah, so I reduce the length of the compass a little bit and I bring it here. Still too big. All right, something like this is okay. I draw a semicircle, okay, without changing the length of the compass. I send the compass over here, make sure the tip of the compass is at this end over here. Okay, then I move this guy a little bit up here, then I mark an arc. Okay, then I move the compass again. Okay, make sure it's on this guy. The tip of the compass is on this dot over here where this arc cuts this semicircle, and then I bring it down a little bit without changing the length, and then I mark another arc. So I now have over here 60, and then another 60. So I need to bisect this 60 to get my angle 90. So I take the compass, make sure the tip of the compass is on this dot over here. I reduce the length of the compass a little bit. Okay, my distance is too big. Okay, so yes, so because my compass cannot reduce any further, you will have to reduce your compass a little bit so that the length of your compass is more than just half the arc over here before you make your arc. Okay, but because mine, I can't reduce the compass any further. Okay, I'll just maintain it like that, but make sure you reduce yours and make sure the length of the compass is just a little bit more than the more than half the length of the arc over here. So with that, I can now make an arc at the top over here. Okay, so I move the compass to this end, place it over here, the tip of the compass, and then I also make another arc at the top over here. Okay, all right, with that said, I now have my angle which is 90, so I can now draw my straight line. So let me adjust my long rule. Okay, so I have that. Okay, obviously you can see that my 90 has deviated. If I had made sure the compass, the length of the compass was reduced, it should have been in line with this line over here exactly. But because I wasn't able to do that, since I wasn't able to squeeze my compass a little bit, you can see that it's not on point exactly, but this is good. Since you have done that, you should be on the safer side. So this is my straight line. All right, so we do the same thing to the other side, okay, to get another straight line before we take the measurement 4 centimeters, okay, to draw the line and connect both sides. So yeah, so the same way we take our compass again, okay, we come, the tip of the compass is over here, we reduce this guy a little bit, and it being here, then we draw an arc. Now mind you, when you are doing yours, these guys should not overlap. It's not nice for them to overlap. It doesn't have to overlap. Make sure the length of your compass is small enough so that they don't overlap, okay? But I am going to do that since obviously I'm the one teaching, so mine will overlap. So I take my compass without changing the length of the compass. I bring the tip over here, okay, so I move this guy a little bit up, then I make an arc. I move the compass a little bit again, make sure the tip of the compass is over here, sorry, a little bit down here. I make sure it's somewhere here, then I make another arc. Mind you, we are constructing an angle of 90 because I can squeeze down my compass. Oh, okay, this time around I can do that, so let me do it properly this time. So I make sure the tip of my compass is at the edge over here, okay, so I move this guy a little bit up, then I construct an arc, and then I move the compass over here, make sure the tip is over here, and voila, I make another arc over here. Alright, so they intersected. Make sure yours they overlap very well so that you can see. So with that, I pick my long rule and I draw the line to pass through. Now you can literally see that this my construction is full of errors, okay, because already the lines are not even aligning with the guides that I have in the exercise book. So this is I am using machine, so the lines should be correct. All right, so I have these two perpendicular lines which are supposed to be straight. So from now from here I can now make the line BC, which is 4 centimeters. Okay, now I'm sure if I take 4 centimeters and I mark an arc over here, it's going to be extremely small. So as usual, we are going to change the length over here to, let me say, 9 centimeters again. So I increase the length of my compass, okay, then I bring it over here, make sure the tip is over here, then I take the 9 centimeters on the rule that I have here. Alright, that should be about it. So I take that, put the tip of my compass on B, okay, then I make sure it goes to the top over here. Alright, 9 centimeters is awesome. So I make an arc cutting this line over here, okay, and because this is a rectangle, I know that length of BC should be the same as the length of what AD. So with the same measurement, okay, I bring the compass here, the tip is over here on the dot of E over here. Let me take the rule out of the way, then I also make an arc over here. Alright, now with these two arcs I can now use my long rule to connect the top over here where the arc cuts the straight perpendicular line. So I join them, okay, so I can now remove my rule and now label this side. This is C and this is now D. So this is also 7 centimeters and this is 9 centimeters and this is also 9 centimeters. Then the angle over here is 90 and 90 degrees, and voila. So yeah, this brings us to the end of today's tutorial, and this is how we construct a quadrilateral, precisely a rectangle, as well as the previous example that we saw, and that was constructing triangles. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.